Oh yeah, live. Here it is. Yeah. Jesus, look at my hair. Look at my hair. Actually, look at this ratty ass wig. Here it is. May 1. And it is an afternoon. I mean, yeah. Here it is. It's 1:30 in the afternoon on the 1st of May. And I'm doing a live video. Jesus, what's going on? Well, first off, I want to say, Blessed Beltane. In my literary world, so to speak, this is an important day. It's a big day at the Salem School. The Mile High Flight, which we know actually goes up higher than 1 mile, has already taken place. If this were a real day, Annie and Carrie would be graduated by 2 years. They might, you never know, they might just pop back into school, or they might actually be doing their CEP, their continuing education program. So they may actually still be at the school. And given they would have graduated in 2017, it could be they're getting ready to graduate from their CEP. Yeah, probably. Most likely. Probably, definitely. But so why am I doing this? Well, a couple of reasons. Today is the anniversary of me getting out of the mental hospital last year. Some of you remember that. I went on what I like to call the silence, the big silence, where I just went dark for 7 days. And that was due to the fact that I was actually in a mental hospital on suicide watch. We've discussed this before. It's been seen. And I just felt like, I've recognized that the holiday happened, the anniversary happened. It's not really a holiday, but I recognized that it happened, and I got it out of the way. But here, also, it's the first day of May, which is something I participated in the last 2 years. And it's been an unusual thing for me. I usually have tried to write a chapter a day for May, because the whole idea behind May is you're supposed to do a mermaid drawing every day. You're supposed to do a chapter a day. I've done that the last 2 years. And I found it kind of daunting, actually, to be quite honest. It is kind of daunting to be able to do that. And I had been asked by a couple of people if I was going to do anything for Mermaid this year. And I had said I was considering it. And today I actually started on a story. But I just cannot seem to get motivated. I've been having some issues, again, with depression. Huge shock, I know. And, things have been smacking me around a little bit. The last few weeks have been kind of tough on me. From a mental standpoint. And I'm dealing with it the best I can. So, yeah, I really want to do this story. But then it brought up something else. It's something I haven't actually talked about, but my blog, Wide Awake But Dreaming, was actually banned by Facebook for violation of community standards. For what reason, I have absolutely no idea, because I have actually asked Facebook on a couple of occasions to review why the ban occurred, and I've never had them get back to me. It could be somebody on my friends list, and it was somebody on my friends list actually reported a post. And I think it was a post where I was talking about suicide. And of course, on Facebook, You can be the most racist Nazi asshole in the world and talk about genocide, but that's okay. But God help you if you are trying to talk in a positive light about suffering from mental illness and how it affects you. And, you mention the S word, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you've violated community standards. We're going to have to ban you. Yeah. Facebook has really gotten goofy with their banning. A friend of mine had a picture of her kid with jelly beans on his eyes banned because they said it violated community standards. But yet there are pages out there that support white supremacy that they haven't gone after. And that's okay, So I started thinking about that, and it was like, well, even if I was to do a mermaid story, I have one of two choices. I can't really post it. I mean, I could post it on Wide Awake But Dreaming, but I have no way of getting it out to people. It's like, what do I do? And I actually thought about the possibility of putting it out on my Patreon. I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking that what I'm going to do is actually write the story, but I'm going to possibly put it on the Patreon. So, like, if you want to read the story, you might have to kick in a couple of bucks. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the damn thing because I know I want people to support me, and I want to start putting stuff out there. And I guess that may be the way to do it. But most importantly, you may notice when you go to look at this video on a blog, it's actually going to be on a completely different blog. I had forgotten that some time ago, back in like 2012, 2013, I did another blog at that time, it was called Cassidy's Room. And that was at the time when I was really starting to go forward with my transition. So I thought at that point, I'd have a separate blog that if I wanted to talk about transitioning and what it was like to feel transgender and stuff like that, feel, be, act, whatever, I could put it on that blog. Well, in time, I began to realize that a lot of the stuff that was affecting me as a transgender woman, I was just posting on my other blog. So I didn't really need this. In fact, when I was out there today looking, the last post I had put on Cassidy's Room was March 15th, the Ides of March, 2013. So it was like over 6 years ago was the last time I used this blog. And it's just been sitting there until today. Because I decided, you know what? Maybe one of the things I need to do is start going in a different direction. Wide Awake But Dreaming has well over 3,000 hits, 3,000 posts on it. And I'm still thinking of using that as a base platform because most of my followers are on there. But for access to Facebook, I'm going to start using this blog in order to do that because Facebook hasn't banned it yet. So I'm going to set this up as the link for actually putting stuff out, getting stuff out, especially on Facebook. And I'll share stuff back to Wide Awake But Dreaming so that people will actually get to see content from here. But I'm also hoping at the same time, a lot of people will begin moving and liking my new, I guess you could call it it's a new old blog, Cassidy's Room. It's actually going to be called Cassidy's Corner now, Cassidy's Room. I changed it around a little bit. And I'll probably have to change the theme and a couple of other things to get a good feel for it. So, today I started thinking about that. I was like, I need a new direction. I need something new. And Yes, I still intend on doing a story for Mermay. Whether I will get it fully published by the end of May, I don't know. But I may begin putting content out on Patreon for it if anyone's interested. Yeah, it's really time to start getting all that together. And yeah, it was like I said, today my depression was really hitting me hard. I woke up this morning and I was trying to do some stuff, and I absolutely had no motivation to do anything. I was just like going through the numbers more or less. And I began to realize a lot of it is I've gotten into this routine of, just doing the same thing day in and day out. The only thing that really seems to get me going these days, besides water, is derby practice, of which I have that tonight. And I think that's because it's something new every time. I mean, you're going to work your butt off and you're going to do a lot of stuff. And tonight is probably going to be a hellacious practice, as I told my friend Lynette. It probably is going to be pretty horrendous practice tonight. But we'll see. So what you're seeing now is this is going to end up becoming my primary blog from this point on. I'm not going to shutter Wide Awake but Dreaming permanently. But I think as far as actually adding new content to it in the future, I don't think I'm going to be doing that too much more. I think I'll be reblogging from here on to there. And that's only because there's going to be a certain number of people who just will not make the transition. But this is going to end up being my primary blog, I think, from the future, simply because it's becoming such a pain in the ass to deal with Facebook in terms of trying to get them to review why it is they banned me in the first place, because they just don't care. I mean, they don't. They're too busy taking money from Russian bots, trying to throw the 2020 election. That'll probably get me banned right there. And if it does, I'll make another blog. Yeah, I will. And I'll call it. No, I won't say anything. Yeah, so there we go. That's what's happening. Just a little quick update on what's going on. So if you're seeing this post, if you're on Wide Awake but Dreaming, you're actually going to see this post as reblogged from Cassidy's Corner. So if you get the if you even watch this, I know some of you are not even going to watch this video. I have 3,000 followers and I get 12 viewings. Which is pretty much how the blog sphere is. I really don't understand it. I really don't get it. But anyway, yeah, it's just a quick check-in. Other than that, I will have more to talk about on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday will be a big day for me. Really big. Trust me. Yeah, it'll be a big day for me. Saturday will. A lot of things happening this weekend. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. There's the news. Hey, sounds like fun, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I will talk to you later. What can I tell you? New May, new day. Let's hope things get better. Let's hope things turn around and I don't have to look at all this gray crap out there much longer. It is. It's just yesterday was nice and sunny, but it was one of those it's not really hot enough to roll the windows down and drive around in your shirt sleeves, because if you do, you'll get cold. But if you leave the windows up, you start getting hot. I hate those days. Just either get into like 80 degrees outside or stay 50. One or the other. Just pick a temperature, please. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye.